Money in My Pocket by Dennis Brown, your first choice of your last day of tracks of your years, Mick. Why did you choose this?
Well, I had to include a bit of reggae in there because when I left university in 1981, I'd moved out of my dad's house and I moved into an area in central Manchester called Moss Side.
Yeah.
Moss Side and Hume. I'd already been listening to reggae anyway, but in Moss Side and Hume there was a huge Jamaican community there, and there was a couple of clubs, the Russell Club and the other club, I can't remember the name of that club, and I used to go to these places, and actually I saw Dennis Brown perform, and eventually I went on to form my own reggae label called Blood and Fire, and we released a load of Jamaican instrumentals, dub mixes by people like King Tubby's and Burning Spear, all this kind of stuff, and I'm very proud of what we did with Blood and Fire, so I had to include a reggae song, and this is one of reggae's biggest hits apart from Bob Marley, Money in My Pocket, Dennis Brown.
Your next choice is yours. This song is utterly brilliant. If we ever play it here at Radio 2, you just have to look over to the engineers and everyone is properly swaying. Why did you choose I'd Rather Go Blind?
This song, I'd Rather Go Blind, is almost like me coming full circle in a way, because I first heard this song via The Faces. I had an album of theirs and a live version is on that record, and then later on I bought on vinyl Etta James's version of it, and then when I achieved my first success in 1986-85, I found myself, having been 4 years on the dole, living in Moss Side and Hume, I blinked, and our first record was a hit, and I'm standing on stage next to Stevie Wonder and Etta James in Los Angeles at the Grammy Awards.
Like you do.
And I was in complete culture shock. You know, it had not been long since I'd literally been on the dole. And Etta James gave me a kiss, and then Dionne Warwick and Gladys Knight came up and gave me a kiss and said, "Boy, do we want to meet you." And everyone's like hugging me, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm here. And so there I am being kissed by Etta James, who then went on to record my song Holding Back the Years. The final twist comes around, whereas last year Ronnie Wood calls me up and says, "Will you stand in for Rod Stewart and be a member of the Faces?" And so I think, well, where's Rod? And he said, Rod can't do it. He's doing his American Songbook Volume 10 or whatever. They said, well, would you do it? I said, well, if Rod's okay with it. And then I spoke to Rod and he was okay about it. And then we went off and did this tour with the Faces, and I'm singing I'd Rather Go Blind. So this song has kind of followed me everywhere since I was about 11, and it's still there, you know.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Pleasure.
It's been an absolute joy. Thank you so much.
Yeah, can I just recommend Claudia's Flapjacks?
Let's play it. Here it is. I'd Rather Go Blind.